can feel your pain flowing
Nothing is
through
realer than the
the
pain.
air. Nobody
What's
out
realer
there
than the pain?
cares, but I
Nothing
can
is
feel
realer
your
than the pain.
pain. I can feel your pain
Yeah.
flowing through the air.
What's realer than the pain?
Nobody out there cares,
Nothing is realer than
but
the
I
pain.
can feel your
No, it didn't
pain.
happen. My girl was hit when they was capping. It's tragic. Doing 95, headed for Abbott. Dramatic. Established was the damage they did. I arrived at the hospital as the ambulance slid. It was odd, yo. As a younger sister embraced me. Her Dukes roar, yelling, Lord, don't take my baby for sure. It was my lady. I couldn't believe it was real. Doctor's motion was frantic as her body laid still with Till. How the movements of the hood tried to take her. Innocent love, child eyes foul on respirators. This ain't gonna separate us. In the back of my mind, it was denial design. Shorty was shot with a 9, 2 inches from the spine where the leather was wedged. It was said another woman caught a slug in her head, presumably dead. As she was crossing the block, witnesses, all I heard was screaming kids and shots. We dropped, someone scrambling, looking for cover. When the smoke cleared, another in tears yelling, my brother, it's drama. It seemed that life came to a comma when the little girl was out in the street yelling, get up, mama.
I can feel your pain
Nothing is realer than the pain.
flowing through the air.
What's realer than the pain?
Nobody out there cares,
Nothing is realer than the
but I
pain.
can feel your pain. I can feel
Yeah.
your pain flowing through the air.
Nothing is realer than the pain.
Nobody out there cares,
Nothing is realer than the
but I
pain.
can
Yo, I've been having nightmares and visions of despair collisions. Cold-hearted murderers popping clips in. Lord of mercy is what my lips sends. As my hips spin in despair, give my existence a glare and turn it over to prayer. There's agony in the air starting to bother me. And every night I close my eyes, there's guys wishing to slaughter me. I ought to be waking up in a cold sweat, but it's a part of me. So I sleep through and reflect, pray for my crew and detect what tomorrow might promise, what the sorrow might promise, cause there's death upon us. I didn't wanna believe it or perceive it. Life is living or dying, there's no way that we could cheat it. Grieving inside, hoping that it's no one close to me. Is this what it's supposed to be? We'll make it hopefully. Yo, is this what it's supposed to be? What's realer than the pain?
I can feel your pain
Nothing is realer than the pain.
flowing through the air.
Nothing is realer than the pain.
Nobody out there cares,
What's realer than the
but I
pain?
can feel your pain. I can feel your pain
Yeah,
flowing through the air.
nothing is realer than the pain.
Nobody out there cares,
Nothing is realer than the
but I
pain.
can feel your pain.
Something ain't right, yo, something is wrong. Adi dies, can't go and boom, yo, my boy is gone. Adrenaline, a puddle of tears is what I whimper in, and more water flows as my thoughts grow and I think of him. So much wasted, premonitions but couldn't place it. Tragedy laced it, 280 is where he faced it. Embraced kids that teared at the wake ceremony, couldn't believe it. My man was cheated, it's bearing on me, we glaring on him. In the casket, it's disastrous, massive attack hits as one of his shorties passes. It's terrible. Who would ask that this unbearable would come to pass? Some are first and some are last into paradise. A pair of mics made the soul, and down my shoulder blade, the hope has made the tears roll for my first cousin. It hurts cause it's kinda hectic. The fears, it appears that blame's to be collected, but it's God's will. I try still to do my best for Elijah. Shaquan, they live on a part of Cess. They live on a part of Cess. What's realer than the pain in my chest? Yo, I'd like to dedicate this to Elijah, Shaquan, and their father Seth. Nothing is realer than the pain.
I can feel your pain flowing through the air.
Nothing is realer than the pain.
Nobody out there cares, but I can feel your pain. I can feel
Nothing is
your
realer than the pain.
flowing through the air.
Yeah.
Nobody out there cares, but I can
What's
feel
realer than
your
the
pain.